these are gonna look amazing or if they're gonna play in my damn face. But this is a blind review. I haven't even opened these yet of the new Beauty of Joseon Daily Tinted Fluid Sunscreens SPF 40. I haven't even opened any of these yet. I picked up the 5 deepest shades, so to give you guys an idea of how they might look on your skin. Now, I have had my fair share of mineral sunscreen, tinted mineral sunscreen reviews that left my skin looking quite ghastly and just jacked up, so I don't know what to expect here. I haven't even seen anybody else review it yet. I purposely kind of dodged any reviews just so I could have my blank mind. So this is what the brand had to say about this product. So it says, well, first, hold on. Meet the tint plus SPF you'll actually wear. Naturally radiant, this tinted fluid sunscreen celebrates your skin's beauty with a perfect balance of hydration and control. Not too dewy, not too matte. That sounds amazing so far. Its silky, lightweight texture glides on effortlessly, blending seamlessly for sheer natural coverage that feels like skincare. Infused with hydrating ingredients and shine control, it leaves your skin glowing yet balanced. Achieve a flawless, no makeup look with SPF 40 protection designed to keep your skin fresh and luminous all day. Oh, this is sounding kind of good. So they come in 12 shades, and the fact that 5 of those 12 shades are deep, well, I ain't opened them yet, nor have I seen swatches, but little packaging on the top kind of shows that they're deep. So to get 5 deep shades out of 12 in total, so you might be like, 12 shades is not enough. However, these are flexible shades. So the lighter coverage that a product provides, the more people it could work for. So basically, you know, one shade like this could work for maybe like 3 or 4 skin tones. But theoretically, because I've been fooled before. And I'm also not sure which one might be my shade, so let's take their shade finder quiz. All right, y'all can't see it, but I am on my laptop here. You know, it's in my lap. All right, the models that they use for this are gorgeous. I see all of the beautiful skin tones, but let's see. Okay, I'm gonna match for my current shade. Well, I'm gonna do both and see what it comes up with. So I'm gonna select Fenty as the brand that we're gonna match with, because I find that, see, the thing with foundation shades is that there's no universal standard, right? So my undertones are neutral, so I have equal parts red and equal parts yellow, right? However, there's no like standard. So some brands, their neutral might have a little bit more red than another brand's neutral. You know what I mean? So, but I find that when I either pick Fenty or Dior, that the shade finder quizzes tend to give me a more accurate match. So I am Fenty. We're gonna choose the Soft Matte Foundation, and I am shade 445. Okay, you're done. Your closest match has been pre-selected for you. Look out for little pop-ups to guide you. Why ain't just tell me what it is? Okay, click start shopping. All right, so after all of that, my best match is DY300, which is the lightest of the deepest shades, which to me already sounds like a feat, because there was a time when, you know, because in case you just met me, many years ago, back in 2007, I started a blog, and one of my main features on the blog was showing how skincare products looked on deeper skin. There was a time where for many brands, I was the deepest shade or the second to last deepest shade. And for me to be the lightest at the deepest is a feat in and of itself. All right, but I'm gonna try the other shade finder. I'm gonna take the quiz and see what that gives me. Oh, let's read this. Try to avoid any names of shades you have bought in the past. Instead, focus on the images in this quiz, because light in one brand might be medium in another. See, I just said that, but you know, when I put so many words. Match. If your face is lighter or darker than your body, answer according to the Answer according to the part of your body you want your product to match. Okay, interesting. Season, rate your skin color depth, light or dark, according to the season you are purchasing for. Are you lighter in winter versus darker in summer? Very interesting. Okay, so let's go. All right. I would say that out of these, I don't know, am I 3 or am I 4? I think I'm 3. Let's see, am I 3? Oh my gosh, this confuses me the most when they have people on here, because I'm like, yeah, I'm her complexion. You know, like I feel like I'm her complexion, but I also feel like I'm her complexion, and I also feel like I'm her complexion. I think she's lighter. Okay, so I'll pick the one in the middle here. I think that's me. All right, click the best image that matches your skin tone. I'm gonna go here with neutral, because I have, you know, both warm and cool. Okay, all right, our little pop-ups again. Let's see what it gives me. DY330. Okay, so I'm either DY300 or DY330. DY330. So let's see which one's the better match. Leave me a comment below. Do you find that these shade finder kind of mechanisms that they have on these websites, do you find them to be beneficial? Or is it just like, eh? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, granted, these are 20 bucks. Right now they have some sort of like 20% off sale, so you get them for 16. Or if you buy 2 or more, you get 50% off. I don't think they gave me that deal. I think I had to pay the 20 bucks for each one, but that's okay because I wanted to get this out there for y'all. So it's not extremely expensive if you do need to pick 2 and mix them together. Typically, you would not want to mix your sunscreen product with another sunscreen product or with anything really, but they the same product, so I don't know. No more saying Danielle told me to mix something in this thing and then it's not right. But in my mind, since it's the same product, or at least put, you know, if you're darker around the perimeter, put the darker shade, and then if you're lighter in the center, then you put the lighter shade in the center. All right. So we got a couple of things working against us here. One, I just got a new camera, which should be a great thing, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm trying to figure out the right settings and whatnot. The last time I used this camera for a skincare video, I was like, oh my God, does my skin really look like that? So yeah. Then the other thing that we got going against us is that I was filming another video just now, and I probably need to chill on videos where I'm doing skincare and talking at the same time, because if I mess up the line for continuity, I gotta do whatever skincare thing that I was doing again. And that could be a little irritating. So I do feel like I have like a little redness going on over here. But nonetheless, let's watch all of these and see what it's talking about. All right, so here's the packaging. All right, so this is the DY300. Oh! All right, that's the game we're gonna play here. And folks, typically I would not advise you putting, you know, the product on your face. Like, I don't even know why I just did that. Like, it's kind of crazy. Don't do that, because if you've got some sort of like breakouts or anything like that on your face, you know, you could kind of wind up recontaminating. So that was DY300. This is DN310. I'm gonna guess that the Y means yellow and that the N here means neutral. So I'm just gonna put this on my finger and then put it on my face. You know what? Let me get a mirror.
1 minute later.
I'm gonna have to take this off. Did you see what I mean about like doing videos while I'm talking while I'm doing the product? Because now I gotta take that off because the way that was so runny. But see, I had no idea it would be so runny. All right, I'm gonna withhold judgment, but that looks gray. Hopefully I'm wrong. Did I mess up the order? No, that shade just happens to be lighter than that one. Interesting. Oh dear. This is not looking like how deep shades should look. They look gray. All right, so this top one is DY300. Then we have DN310. Followed by DP320, followed by DY330, and then we have DN350. Now, when you're making a tinted mineral sunscreen, remember I told you that zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, which you might also see, these are white pigments. So when you mix a white pigment with a color pigment, typically you get a graying of the shade, which is usually the issue when it comes to a lot of tinted mineral sunscreens. However, some people are much better at getting the color right, so maybe they'll add different color pigments. So far, and I hate to talk prematurely, I hate to do it. However, these are looking like they're gonna look gray, little ashy. Let's see. So when I put my Fenty shade in, it said that I would be DY300, and then when I kind of try to guess what my complexion was based on the images they showed me, it gave me DY330. So we'll do one on each side. Okay, from looking in this mirror, I'm not quite sure how it's coming off on the camera just yet, but the finish looks nice. The shade, though, looks a little grayish, but the coverage and the finish looks nice thus far. All right, let's try the other shade. Like, what? This looks so gray. I like the coverage. Because for me, sometimes tinted products, like tinted moisturizers, you know, products like that, to me, they make my skin look worse than it actually looks, because I feel like it makes things like it makes my pores look like they're bigger than they actually are. But I do like the finish on this. I have to say that I do think that this shade looks better. Even though I wouldn't say that this is like a perfect shade, but I think it does look better than this side. I'm gonna look in the mirror in the bathroom and see how it looks, and then I'll report back.
A few moments later.
All right, so we have the DY300 on this side, the DY330 on this side. Looking in the mirror, the DY300 side definitely looks much better. So if you're looking to get a shade match with this, maybe if you know you have a good shade match with another brand, that might help steer you towards the better complexion shade. This one, it's not horrible, but it kind of like takes away the radiance in my skin. However, I feel like this needs a little bronzer. So I have this Juvia's Place bronzer duo. This is in the dark, and I think they have one deeper than this called Deep. But I feel like I need to warm up the side of my face. So I'm just gonna take mostly from this deeper shade and just put a little of the lighter shade and just kind of add a little warmth to the perimeter of my face. Because I feel like I'll add a little to this side too. No, this is not like the shade that I want. Now, I did have plans on doing like a whole wear test, like going outside with this on. But if this is not looking good, honey, I do everything for y'all, you know, in terms of some of these reviews. But going out in the public in New York with my skin looking like my foundation don't match, that's your line. I'm gonna add a little mascara and see if this kind of kicks it up a little bit. All right, I'm liking it a lot more now that I've added a little, you know, a little pizzazz to it. Let me tell you what I added. So you already saw that I used the Juvia's Place bronzer, but I also used this new Lancome Flutter Extension Lashy Doll, which I really like this mascara. If you're looking for something that's less expensive, that's kind of similar-ish. I mean, they're made from the same company, you know, Lancome is owned by L'Oreal, but L'Oreal Lash Paradise Big Deal Mascara is also very nice. So, you know, if you're looking for a new mascara. Then I did some of this Danessa Myricks cream blush. This is the shade Prima Donna. So I did that to add some color to my cheek because I felt like I looked a little dull and a little off. So the warming up with the bronzer and a little bit of the cheek color definitely helped to lift it. Then I still felt like this is looking a little flat. Now that might not be the fault of the product. My skin been going through it this winter. I don't know what's going on. My skin's acting really sensitive and I probably need to chill with the product demos and whatnot and videos that I'm doing. But at any rate, I sprayed some MAC Fix Plus and it definitely helped to waken up my skin. So MAC Fix Plus is an oldie but a goodie. So it's gonna add hydration to the skin. It's not a setting spray in that it's gonna set your makeup, but it will help to kind of melt things into place. So if you goof and you put a little too much powder, or if you feel like your skin's looking a little dry, your makeup's looking a little dry, you can add some Fix Plus to it and it should help to waken it up. Back in the day, I used to also use this right after I would, you know, blot down my makeup. I would do this to kind of give it like a really nice fresh look. I haven't had to do that in a while because skin is just slowly drying out as I age. You know, she's not as oily as she used to be. She's slowly drying out, but we'll see when summertime comes. But I think this looks a lot better. It's like growing on me. Let's do a wear test and see how I feel after wearing it for most of a day. All right, real quick, wanted to just show you what we're looking like. The skin looks very glowy, and I'll check in later.
4 hours later.
All right, we have been in this makeup for about 4 hours. Here's a quick check-in. Now this camera's kind of zoomed out, so hopefully you can see. What I can see is the mascara smudges. Which is funny because I usually don't wear mascara unless I have on actual, you know, makeup. And then if the mascara smudges, it doesn't even matter to me because I normally put black liner and then I use a pencil to kind of smoke it out. So even if mascara smudges, I don't really see that. But, you know, obviously this review's not about the mascara. I'm not seeing anything crazy with this tinted moisturizer. It still looks good to me. It doesn't look as glowy as it looked when I put it on this morning. I feel like I look a little matte, actually. but that could also be because my skin is going through it because it's winter. Now, as somebody who wears makeup, I'm very aware of the risk of transfer. Even when something says transfer proof, you know, once you put on other makeup and you sweat and your oil starts to, you know, come through the makeup, it's some chance of transfer. So I don't know if you could see all the makeup marks along the collar of my zip up here, but it is all up and through. You can mitigate some of the transfer by setting it with powder, but the way my skin has been acting up, the last thing I want to do is set anything with powder right now. But not bad. Honestly, I cannot wait until winter is over because it is messing with my head and my skin. All right, trying to give you a different view. This is from my iPhone. This is a closer zoom in. It's not as wide angle as my other camera is. So you can see, and then I wanted to see. Yeah, it just looks, well, you could see the little marks from what I was telling you about the other day. All right, so got a chance to look at this in the mirror at home. I've got some dry patches here and here, which, you know, those have been coming up. And I definitely don't look as glowy. As a matter of fact, I look a little matte, and because, I don't know, I feel like I look a little sickly. And I think that might be because of the color of the tint. However, it didn't, to me this morning, it didn't look that crazy. So I'm gonna put some Fix Plus and see if that kind of helps to rejuvenate it. Whew. All right, I'm gonna let that sit in for a little bit and we'll see if it made it look a little better. All right, so I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but the Fix Plus definitely helped to revive this. So it added some hydration. It kind of refreshed the makeup. You know, I kind of feel like more alive now. So let me find out. I have to keep a little pocket-sized Fix Plus in my bag now. I'm starting to see why older women carry such big bags, because you gotta have all of the stuff just in case of the stuff. You know what I mean? So, all right. So application, reapplication, and then my overall thoughts thus far on this product. So application, if you are not going to put on enough of this, of any tinted mineral sunscreen, any sunscreen at all, you are not going to get the SPF that's listed on the label. The SPF that's listed on the label comes about as, you know, when they're testing it, they put 2 milligrams of sunscreen per centimeter square of skin. So, you know, you can measure your face if you want to, if you ain't trying to do all of that. It's usually about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon for your face, neck, and ears, right? Now, a tinted mineral sunscreen, you're more than likely not going to put it on your neck. I did put a little on my ears because, you know, my ears were out. But typically you're probably not going to, you know, put on enough of a tinted mineral sunscreen. So I would highly suggest putting your base sunscreen on first to make sure that you're covered. Now, when it comes to reapplication, you could reapply with the same tinted mineral sunscreen if you wanted to, right? Me, I ain't doing that because I also have on bronzer, I have on blush. I'm not trying to put the tinted mineral sunscreen over that and then have to put the makeup. Because first of all, I'm not even carrying the makeup in my bag with me, okay? That's just not happening. So what you could do for reapplication, you could either, one, use a mineral powder sunscreen. One of the best ones, unfortunately, it does come at a pretty price. It is the Super Goop Resetting Mineral Powder. It comes in a couple of different colors. I use the deep one. Now, the reason why I believe that that is so pricey and others have not been able to compare is because of the packaging. I've tried less expensive versions and the packaging is trash. And when you are putting a mineral powder on your face, the packaging has got to be on point. Otherwise, you can wind up putting too much and you have a spot where there's like mad powder here and then barely any there. So that's my pick for reapplying sunscreen over makeup. Also, there are sunscreen setting sprays that you can put on over your makeup. Now, just because something says sunscreen and it's in a spray bottle does not mean that it is a sunscreen makeup spray, because, you know, sometimes you have, some of them will tell you to spray it in your hand and then apply it to your face to, you know, to make sure you get the particles and all that other stuff, right? Now, obviously, these are both ways to reapply. This is with the assumption that you have on your base sunscreen, you know, and everything, you're all covered, and this is just to reapply. Obviously, you are not going to get to the right amount of sunscreen with a mineral powder or a mist. It is to reapply, not your initial application, because some of y'all be getting that a little twisted and don't be understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth. You looking bacon grease? Thank God I put the bacon to Anyway, this fucking cat. Now I got to Google if bacon grease is harmful to cats because my cat want to be fat and use the fact that I'm distracted by filming this to go get up on the stove and lick the bacon grease off of the tray because, you know, I cook my bacon in the oven. Anyway, so initial thoughts on this Beauty of Joseon product is that I like it. I don't think that everyone with a deeper skin tone might have the same kind of experience with it because some of those deeper shades did look quite ashy to me. I would love to see how it looks on someone with a, you know, a deeper, richer skin tone because I feel like you really, I know, like you gotta get deeper skin tones correct, but the richer the skin tone is, the more correct you gotta be because we want our rich chocolate goddesses looking like the rich chocolate goddesses that they are. We are not muting the melanin, okay? Anyway, overall, I do like this. I was surprised at how much coverage it gave because typically, you know, tinted mineral sunscreens tend to be like, you know, like, it feels like I put like watercolors on my face sometimes with certain tinted moisturizer and tinted mineral sunscreen products, but I did like the finish. It's pretty. I'm not mad at it. This is not a product that I particularly use in my routine. I'm usually either no makeup whatsoever, not even a little stitch of nothing, or a full face of makeup. So I usually don't wear these, you know, light foundation products. I review them because y'all want to know about them. But had I been one of those people, I think this one is really nice. However, if you want something with more coverage, now the UV filters are the organic UV filters. So if that matters to you, then, you know, that matters to you. However, It Cosmetics makes one of the most amazing tinted sunscreen products that I have seen in years. Now, it's crazy that I could finally say that because It Cosmetics, I was like, do y'all know any black people? Like at all? Like back in the day, I used to be like, y'all don't know no black people. Y'all don't know no black people. But It Cosmetics has definitely come a long way. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna link to a video here that I did in collaboration with them. I actually did 2 videos, so I'll link them both here and in the description box so you can check that out if you're looking for something with more coverage and, you know, using the organic UV filters. But overall, not bad. If you have dry skin, like how I'm going through dry skin right now, like I'm not really a dry skin person. I'm an oily skin person who is going through the most right now with this weather. But if you typically have dry skin, I think because this does have some mattifying properties that you might want to tread lightly. Like this might be more of a warmer weather type of product for you. I mean, it depends. We all live in different climates, you know, different routines, all that other stuff. So it's really going to depend. But if you experience like that loss of radiance, that like matte, like it was a little too matte, get you some MAC Fix Plus. I'll link it in the description box as well because I really feel like the MAC Fix Plus helped to revive the radiance in this makeup. Leave your comments below on the Beauty of Joseon Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. Have you tried it already? Would you try it? You know, like leave all your thoughts in the comments below. And if you cannot get enough of tinted sunscreens, you're in luck because I got a whole bunch of videos. Right here, we're linking to the recent launches, well, somewhat recent, well, depending on when you're watching this video, from Fenty Skin as well as Naturium. I don't think you can click on both at the same time, but you know, click on one, watch it, come back, click on the other, come back, and I'll see you there.